today for the Bitcoin price with Didi Taihutu, the Bitcoin man. This guy, believe it or not, but he sold everything. And when I say everything, everything to buy Bitcoin. He sold his house, he sold his company, he took his whole family, and every single time he's getting fiat, he is buying more Bitcoin. He is in Bitcoin since 2013. And for a very specific reason, he is buying more and more. And we will also talk about his price predictions here, not only for March, but also for the end of the bull cycle. He is standing on stage multiple times around the world. And today, I finally have him here. Didi Taihutu on our channel. What a big honor. I was living to him also next to him here in Kopangan. And I want to come before we are going to all these juicy topics, all these interesting stories, and also his price predictions to the most important question of today. Didi Taihutu, how are you doing today, my man?
I am doing great, man. It's an honor to be again on your channel, man. We have spent some amazing times together. I think the first time was the blockchain cruise,
yes.
Then in Kopangan again a few months,
yeah.
And now again here in Mexico. This is the pure Bitcoin life. I love your channel. I love everything you say about the price and everything. You got me into YouTubing, you know? A 42-old guy YouTubing now, showing his children. I love it.
Beautiful, beautiful. I will leave the link down below. And of course, like everyone is interested right now, I left it in the title there. You literally sold everything, right? You started with mining, I think, in 2013. Yeah. You sold your company, you were a successful businessman, you sold your house, you sold everything, took your children out of school. So can you elaborate a little bit about your story, why you did all of that, why you went all in and more into Bitcoin? And later on I want to come a little bit into the price predictions, because I know you were pretty accurate with your market timing as well.
I will keep it short because it's a very long story. When I was 24 years old, my mother died. She was 48 years old. She fell on the ground. I could not cope those feelings. I became a workaholic. I built companies, 2 companies, Holland and Malta, a casino, and in Holland an educational company in IT business. Then in 2014, in December, my father got the notice that he had cancer. He had 1 more year to live. Again, I was losing a parent. So at that moment, you know, I spent all the last times with my father. And in 2016, January, he died. And that made me decide to change my life. I was like, why am I doing all of this? What is life about? Life should be about my family. And that's why I decided to sell my house, my company, everything, and just had to start to travel. But then in Bali, this friend calls me and he's like, Didi, do you still own your Bitcoins and Dogecoin you mined in 2013? I'm like, yes, I have them. I'm enjoying a sunset. I'm not going to open my laptop. I did that evening. I saw the community growing. I saw this. I felt the revolution starting again. You know, people, I saw the price increasing. So I checked my Bitcoin, I checked my Dogecoin, they increased in value. And that was the moment I told my wife, what if we just sell everything we have in Holland now, fly back the house for Bitcoins, go all in Bitcoin, and just travel our whole life, all over the world with the family, leading by example, showing our kids, life should be about living life and not just about running the hamster wheel. And so we did. So I convinced her to sell her 70 pairs of shoes, all her dresses, all that stuff, you know, the kids, her toys, even my pension fund. I took it with a 40% discount, which means I lost 40% on the pension fund.
But you gained much more, right?
We gained triple in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we went all in. And then we were born to the Bitcoin family and now enjoying this beautiful life.
And then we had like 2018, this big crash, and I think you bought even more, right?
Yeah, we kept buying. You know, the problem in 2018, of course, was we as a family spent around $3,500, $4,000 a month. So 2018, every month costed us 1 Bitcoin. So I needed to make more, you know, because
that's millions per dollars per month. Potentially.
Potentially, and now it costs 1 Bitcoin per year for us. So it's crazy. So at that period, I say I need to start more accumulating Bitcoins by YouTubing, by doing all that stuff, which I'm still thankful for that he taught me how to YouTube. But yeah, it's working amazing. I keep buying. We don't have bank accounts, and everything we earn with YouTube or whatever we do, it will all go into Bitcoin. All.
Perfect. So now, of course, everyone is interested. I know you started 2017. You went completely all in 17, even more in 18. I think you bought even last year again. Every time you get fiat, you buy more. People want to probably also know, besides your long-term predictions, your very long-term predictions, probably in alignment with me, I think we are going to millions of dollars per Bitcoin. What are you expecting for the immediate short term? I know that spring sometimes going out a little bit, going in. So what do you think is your price target, or what are your expectations for March? And then my second question, what do you think is going to happen until the end of the bull market?
You know, I think that March has always been a very volatile month in the previous bull runs and in the previous years. In the bull runs though, March was not as volatile in the other years, so that is still very positive. I think we can really touch the 70K and then maybe have this pullback that we all expect of 20, 30%, maybe even 40% to 40K, 50K again before we explode. I think we could be doing the copy of the 2013 move. So we have this fake growth above the mid growth curve line, then we come back to the 21 MA, and then bam, again up. I think we are not going to copy 2017, I think 2013.
Yeah, it's very similar. I think so as well. I think the first run will be something like an institutional run up. Then we have a big sell-off, a lot of volume where the last institutions are coming in, where all the weekends are basically selling, and then one last retail run towards the upside to maybe a few 100,000. I think like 300,000 is a very conservative price target still for the end of the bull run. But I wanted to know your opinion. What price are you targeting for the end of the bull run?
Okay, I would love to reach this target on the 21st of December 2021, $221,000 per Bitcoin. That would be amazing. That would be in line with what the whales always have been doing during the full moon time. They, you know, explode Bitcoin. Maybe they have a surprise for us, making the price into $221,000 on that 21st of December 2021. That would be really a lot of ones and twos.
Yeah,
lucky numbers.
Yeah, of course, lucky numbers. And I would agree. I actually also agree, because if you look at the past performance, a price around 250,000 would be to be expected with diminishing returns to scale. But then again, we have economics actually changing. We have more money printing than before. We have a whole new group of buyers. So I agree with the 250,000, but I think this is on the lower end, especially considering how we have big institutions joining the game here.
Yeah, right? That's why I say I agree fully with you. I think the billionaires and the billion-dollar companies are now just starting to add Bitcoins to the ledgers and to their, you know, to their companies' books, treasuries and all that stuff. So normally in December we would reach then 221, and then in January we would peak again like in 2017, maybe even to 288 or 300K, and then maybe we pull back again. And I think 40K will be the new bottom. I think everybody that bought in below 40K bought in below the new bottom. It's just crazy.
That's what I'm always saying. Like, people asking me today, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Well, I had to cut this off here. So what I wanted to say is that people are asking me, is it too late in 2015 for $50,000 to buy Bitcoin? And I'm telling you guys, in like a year or even in 3 years, 4 years, people are so jealous they will call you an early adopter joining and buying Bitcoin today. This is something you have to keep in mind, and I think he is a great role model as to living a frugal life, looking out for not spending too many of your Bitcoin. Every dollar spent today of your Bitcoin could be $200, $300 in the future. Keep that in mind, and I wanted to urge everyone right now, leave your price prediction for the end of the bull market down below. We want to know what you think about that.
I completely agree with you. You know, if you started to buy Bitcoin in December 2017 at the top of 20K, and you started to buy $100 every week in Bitcoin at that moment till now, you would have invested around $18,000, which would have a value of $100,000 in Bitcoin at the moment. So even starting buying Bitcoin in the top of the market in 2017 is still profitable now if you just hodled your Bitcoin for the 5 years.
Exactly. I think a long time horizon is key here. No matter when you buy Bitcoin, as long your time horizon is 5 years, you are almost certain to be profitable because you are basically betting against fiat currency, which is eventually going to zero. We lost 98% of our purchasing power in the last 100 years, guys. You want to go with the trend, right? Anyway,
the trend is your friend.
Thank you so much for joining, guys. Smash up the like button towards a new all-time high. And with that being said, Didi, do you have any last words to share?
No, I'm very thankful for you having me in your channel. I'm very thankful for the life we have. I think everybody should be more thankful for the lives they have and just believe what we are saying, because that made this life possible for me, for Chris, and for all the other Bitcoiners. And you can have the same life. Just believe.
Thank you very much for that. I hope if we did something, hopefully a few of you guys have a stronger belief. Hopefully a few of you guys will be hodling stronger. And with that being said, we will see each other very soon at the next video of MMCrypto. Hodl. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.